Hello gamers, Mick Stardust here, and today we're on episode number 6 of my Mining Colony Let's Play series. So, when I was doing my live stream, I was requested by one of my viewers, Denock, to build a house. Now, I didn't exactly do that on the live stream because I wasn't sure if people wanted to kind of stick around for that, so I'm going to make this episode about that. Kind of like my process. I'm not going to take the time to completely record the entire process, but what I'm going to do is kind of just go over the steps and show everybody kind of step by step how I build in creative mode, or not creative mode, survival mode, excuse me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually level out this little hill right here, and as soon as I'm finished with that, I'll be right back. Welcome back, gamers. I've cleaned out this little hill over here. I didn't take that one down, and I added the extra dirt that I had onto my farm area over here. This is going to be oh, I don't have any torches. Oh well. This is going to be I don't know, I guess a wheat farm. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll put that industrial hemp over here. I don't really know. Anyway, the first thing that we're going to need is to make sure that we've got enough lumber to start with. So, tree capitator and this really awesome axe I found in the nether is really good for that. So I'm going to just chop down this little grove real fast, and I'm going to get started. What I've done is I just took about 2 minutes. I went online and found a really awesome log cabin on the internet. I just did a quick Google search for log cabins, and I'm gonna kind of just take the floor plan layout the best I can for the model that I'm basically trying to make, and I'll show you guys that in 1 second. I'm almost finished with these trees. Just trying to give you guys an example of how much material you actually need in order to build even a small building. Alright, so that's the whole purpose of this, because this was roughly 120 trees or somewhere around there, and I got about 3/4 of it. You can see I'm full of lumber, and I'm probably going to need more than that, so I'm going to just expand the size of this little tree farm here. One thing that's cool to note also is that the axe that I'm using from the random ores has such a high durability that even though I've cut down so many trees, I'm still capable of using it. Oh, that tree spawned right as I was... They grow pretty quickly if you have a lot of them. So, the growth and planting isn't too bad. It's just if you don't have a really efficient way of chopping them, this can be a really tedious and patient, enduring process. Just kind of comes with the territory when you want to make houses. Okay, so let's take a quick look at our example picture. Alright, I liked this one because it has these little peaks here. It's got this nice balcony. It kind of looks like a castle on the bottom, and it says it's in New York here somewhere. So I really liked that about it. I was looking down on the bottom. No, that's a different one. It doesn't say 6,000 square foot. So what I'm going to do is convert that into meters and basically use each meter is 1 cube. As soon as my calculator pops up, it's over on the other window. Okay. Oh, come on. I'm clicking on the wrong thing. So we have 6,000 435 square feet. Now each meter is roughly a yard plus or minus 3 inches, right? So we're just going to divide that by 3, and that's roughly 2,000 blocks that we need for the floor plan layout. So now the question is, how do we start this? I need some cobble, so I'm just going to make the initial layer, because the walls I think are all made out of wood on the inside. No, there's some stone in there as well, but that's just a little fireplace area there. Okay, so I think I've got quite a large amount of cobble, and it looks like this is just a square with posts that are holding up the patio. So I'm going to go run and grab my materials. I should have done that before I started the recording, but yeah, didn't really think that far ahead. Sorry guys. So it should only take a second out of the time. Looks like I am playing on survival mode, so I do need to sleep. Otherwise my villagers might get into trouble or something. Okay. So, whoops. Alright, that should be enough to start. Alright. Now the first section was that was the front, right? Let's see, where's the main entrance? Right down here. Okay, under the patio, and then there's this little octagonal, I don't know, what do you call that? It's not a vestibule. I can't think of what you call those. I feel kind of dumb. Okay. Maybe I'll pick these up really quick. A bay window? It's got to be a different name than that. Let's see. We want to just kind of... I want the entrance to be facing town. So... This is gonna cut into my patio area. Man, maybe I should have leveled this entire area over there. I don't know. I'm just gonna kind of go with these dimensions, I guess, to get started. Let's see, we've got, looks like 2 little half octagons here. That looks like about 1 meter, give or take. I'm gonna call it a protrusion there of 2 meters. They're flush with this one, and this looks like it's a little bit longer, and that door's right on there, and then it looks like this wall is recessed back a little bit, so I'm gonna call that like 3 meters. So we're gonna go here, 1, 2, 3. Okay, and now let's see, we just kind of had octagons all along it. So I'm going to come out 2, and I'm just going to make those a little bit larger than they are in the picture. And then kind of, I think that they were just like back to back, right? And then there was a space, and then there was another one, and that ended on the corner. Okay, so they were flush. And then the door was here. So I'm going to actually make this one come out 1 more, so I can get a door here. I'm just going to do it like that because it's Minecraft and we can't do diagonals. Alright, so now this is a little bit further out protruding than that one, but it doesn't have to be perfect, right? Now, there was a patio overhanging that, right? Yeah, so now we need to come out, it looks like about another meter, and build these little pillars. So I'm going to just bring those out 2 blocks. Was that one in front of the door? Just offset to where the door is going to go. Okay. So here's the door. Over 1, out 1, out. I'll come out this far so we can build like this. No, that's not really large enough to make a shape with it. Alright, new plan. I'm just going to do this. Okay, now how far roughly are these apart? This is the first time I'm actually trying to copy a building in creative mode. Alright, so we've got 1 in between these 2, and then 2 more at the end. Or is that the corner of the house? No, that's got to be a pillar. Alright, so we've got 1 in between these 2. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 means that we're going to have an even number. So I'm going to have to go 6 in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I'll just do that. And that'll center it. I'm going to come around over here, add 1 post into the corner, make sure we've got the right grid, and bring it down over here and put 1 right on the corner. Alright, now that looks like it's an okay shape. Now let's see. This comes down. I'm going to call that 2, maybe 3 meters, and then it goes up 1 story. So I'm going to make that minimum of 3. But okay, we're just gonna start laying out, and I guess this would probably be a good time to cut this video, and I'll be back in a moment after I've got the first 4 layers of walls built. So thank you for watching. I'll be right back. Okay, welcome back, gamers. Oh, I forgot to change my window capture. Give me 1 second. Okay. Just a couple more little steps I've got to take in the process when I'm making these cuts. So now I'm looking over here. This is the back side, it seems like. So this is going out from the front. That's going to be the other side around over here, right? Let's see, there's the patio. So this must be the opposite side over there. Okay, so I'm going to bring this back another 10. No, that's not quite 100 meters, right? I'm thinking more like to get 30. What do I need for like 30? This is the other side of the patio. So this is going to come out, let's see, 3, 6, 9, 10, 13, or 9, 12, 13, 15, 18, 20, 21, 24, 27, 30. That's roughly about the right shape. Now we need to make this come back. and then we just need to make a little wing going this way. So what I'm going to do is actually just, this is all going to be log cabin. It doesn't have any stone on the foundation. So I'm going to bring that out. So basically, I'm not trying to exactly replicate this. I'd need a blueprint for that. But yeah, that looks like a good square. So I'm gonna have to go rest now. Okay. Ah, this guy needs another fishing pole. You're gonna have to wait. Okay, let's see. Now, taking another look at the cabin in the video. Let's see now. If those windows are roughly 1 meter wide, we can call them 2. If I downloaded this, I could actually measure the pixels using GIMP, and that would be a lot easier. Let's see. We'll just say that that's 2 meters, 6, roughly 8, 10, 12. Roughly 12 blocks. Okay, let's make this happen. And that's all a brighter wood, but I've got this oak. That's what I'm working with. So I'm going to just attach the oak like this. Now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. That looks roughly about right. Now, maybe I should just end it here. No, I don't know. What does it look like? It doesn't really show that other side. There's 2 fireplaces. Alright. It's not really... that'll be fine. Oh, there's logs here, but this isn't... Well, those are logs, but these are all planks. I don't know, that's a really nice looking house. Anyway, let's see. Now what I'm gonna do is just delete the blocks that are making it extra thick, so we can kind of conserve some more material. The floor on the inside is all going to be made out of planks. Okay. I'm just going to build this straight down over to here and then connect it with an octagon. Let's see. Yeah, that works out, I think. How does that look? I should make it a little bit wider so that way I've got room for a window. Yeah, I want one more block right here. Okay. It's a really good idea to try to get some kind of a reference if you want to get something that looks like it could exist in real life. You know, I wing some of my buildings, like that that library building. I just built a straight square, but I wanted this one to be a little bit more elaborate. Whoops, because this is gonna be my actual house. I'm gonna keep the I keep saying library, the museum. I literally just built a box. I think 6 out in between every pole, and then literally just filled the walls in. I didn't really do too much planning with it. I was thinking just make a quick square frame and go with it from there, and just kind of add little bays, basically. Okay, so now I've got to figure out how I'm going to get back up there. I'm going to make all of these out of planks, and this is all going to be stone. So here's the quickest way that I've found to place stone. Oh, I thought you could do it from 3. Or not stone, but anything when you're building. Just kind of sneak so you don't fall off the edge, and then just kind of walk forward like this. It doesn't really take too much time. It is a little bit tedious, you know, sometimes it can be frustrating. Creative mode is a lot better for building. It's a lot easier to build in creative mode, but you know, I find it to be more challenging and kind of more rewarding in the long run to do things in survival mode. Maybe I'll cut this corner. Nah, I don't know. They're squared in the picture. Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to make the walls planks and then do like the framework out of the wood, so it's kind of matching that pattern, and then I'm going to do the same thing up here with the main scheme of the architecture, I suppose. Alright, so following the 2-block rule, I think you might have a little bit more reach when you're in creative mode. Okay, this one is actually going to not even matter. Alright, I'm gonna have to run back over here now. This is the most frustrating part about trying to build in survival mode, is just getting back to the height that you were working on. You gotta jump down quite a lot, and you really just gotta kind of build scaffoldings for things in order to get some pieces the way you want them. Alright, so now I'm gonna just come over here, and this is all gonna be logs to match. Whoops, see what I'm talking about? I just fell like a dummy, and now I gotta get back up there. So I find myself doing things like this quite often. Okay. Nope, I didn't want planks, I want logs. Now, in order to get that one facing the direction I want, I'm going to have to do this. Okay. Whoops. All right. I got a little bit of adventuring done earlier, and I found a little bit more copper, and I got the recipes that I need to start working with immersive engineering. I've got them all ready to go in a box and ready to make for my next video. So I'm gonna put them out either later on today or early tomorrow. Oh no, I'm trapped on the inside. And we don't need that one. Okay. Now I'm just going to trace this quickly before I rush off to the bed. I think my citizens will be okay for 1 minute. Whoops. Alright, yeah, see, this is a little bit more tedious, but I find that it's worth the effort. Okay, here we go. Okay, so I'm going to take one more quick look at this picture. Let's see. It's not quite exactly the way that they have it, but those ceilings are really tall on the inside. They're probably something like, if we're calling this one 3 meters, it's probably like 4 meters. And then I'm going to call this one 5. Okay, so they come up to a peak. So I'm going to call that 3 and then 4, no. 3 and then 5, and then I'll do here 3 and then like 6 or 7 to get that peak. It's not going to be the biggest roof, I guess. I don't know what the back of the roof looks like. I'm just looking at the front at the moment. Alright. And I'm going to make the patio with 1 layer of logs on the bottom and then fill in on top of it with the planks, so that way when you're looking at it, it looks like it's actually supported by the logs. Let's see. We want this one. And I'll go pick those up in a moment. Yeah, whoops. I'm gonna have to take down a layer of this. So I'm not gonna make you guys watch me pick all of these rocks out of my little boo-boo here. I'll be back in a minute, guys. Okay, welcome back, gamers. I'm taking a look here at the design. It looks like right in this corner, yeah, on the second floor, right, there's a fireplace, and it looks like there's a little area there. Maybe that's an old coal chute or something. I was gonna suppose that one was on the bottom floor to heat the bottom floor, but it looks like I'm seeing what looks like another pillar right here, so it looks like that one starts on the second floor as well. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna build the outside first, and then I'm gonna go and try to mimic the inside. Yeah, that's definitely Oh, maybe that is part of the fireplace. Maybe you load that little wood stove area from the back. No, I don't know. I don't even see any logs stacked out. Where would they be? Probably in between these walls. So I'll do that too. I'll just like leave some logs laying outside. All right. I've already I've fixed all that. I'm gonna have to chop down some of these trees to be able to get. No, I don't. Okay. So I'm just adding in these little balcony floor joists. I do have another stack of cobble. Good, I thought I put it all away. I had to actually take down the top layer on the cobble pillars. Alright. Oh, this one doesn't need to be two, it's just that one. Stupid mistakes. Okay. That doesn't need to be there, and I'll fix that one. There we are. Okay. Right in front of me, and then one to the right. Alright. Whoops. There we go. This axe is really awesome. I'm glad for it. Okay. Yeah, these random ores really give you some nice gear pretty early out in the game without having to spend too much time going and finding things. Okay, so now what did I say? This was gonna be 3, and then anyway, let's just get to it. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, see, I can't, if I click on there. Okay, 1, 2. Now, that's not going to work out very well. So I'm just going to keep this here. And then follow this pattern. Let me fill in the patio area. Okay. So I guess while I'm doing this, I don't really have any tips other than patience is key when you're building like this in survival mode. So I'm just gonna cut the video again, and I'll be back as soon as I've got this level of walls up, and then I'll start putting the roof on. Okay, real quick, I just wanted to show you guys a little bit of something that happened. I was using this axe, and apparently with Treecapitator on, not just leaves being attached to a structure is all it takes for it to count as a tree, because apparently even connected planks seems to make it perform that function, unfortunately. So I'm gonna have to spend a little bit of time and repair some of the work that I did. So if you guys are playing with Treecapitator and you got areas of your wall that are connected, oh, you know what, no, maybe I think it was because maybe one of these were on a branch. I'm not sure now that I'm thinking about it from that perspective. Okay, anyway, I'll be back shortly. Thanks for watching. Okay, welcome back, gamers. You can see here I've got just about all of the exterior walls finished. What I'm trying to do is, I didn't think about that this roof was going to be so strange over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this roof out, completely square it up, but I'm going to stop the walls where the floor plan already is. And what I'm going to do here is just kind of make this to a little terrace garden type area in the back. So let me just finish up here. What I'm doing is just making sure I'm still in line with the plan. Okay, now we go up one more. Yep, we're good. And this is just going to continue in this pattern and make a triangle. So this is pretty simple stuff, just kind of time consuming. Okay, I've already added in that little peak. I'm guessing these ones are going to be just a little bit taller than that one, but that'll be okay. The hardest part realistically is going to be figuring out the way, I guess these are going to be about the same size. The how the roof is all going to come together with all of the different angles. Like right here, this is going to be a little valley, but it doesn't really seem like there's much of a valley there in the photo. But I should have made these one more wide. It's nice to have an uneven number when you're working with the roof. That way it gives you something solid to build a peak with. But as usual, we didn't come up with any plans prior to going into this. We just kind of, by we I mean me, just kind of jumped into it. Okay, so let's come back down here, and we're on this one and that one. See, that's going to be a little bit, I'll just leave the eaves overhanging one there, and I'll continue this one out completely square. That looks like about it. Now the only thing left to do is once I start doing the inside, kind of chop down some of that wood. I got to build these floors and add in light and everything else, and then I'm gonna start on the roof. Let me see what doors I have over here, considering how night is approaching. Okay. What am I looking for? I'm looking for doors. I put all of the construction material in Chica's box. Yeah. Alright. Okay, back to it. We're just looking for a door. I really like these spruce doors, but she's using them for these construction projects, so I'm just going to take the birch. And unfortunately I can't get this door on the angle unless I did something like made this a little wider, but this building here kind of messed that whole idea up. So I'm just going to stick the door here in the corner and that'll work. Although it would be nice to have this going out 3 and then remove these blocks and then just using pistons. But again, we didn't really plan ahead. Or I didn't plan ahead. Okay. I'm gonna rip up this floor here. Whoop, I want to keep that. It's actually my ladder. I've got one on the outside as well. Okay. And that'll get us back up to the top. Now, let's see. There was a door here in the middle. Okay, right under the peak. I could make it 2 doors if I go with a post in the middle. These windows are going to be tiny, but I was considering them to be about 1 meter or 2 wide, so that's kind of the that's pretty much it. Let's see. That's ground level, so I'm going to start laying this floor, and I'll be back as soon as this is complete. Okay, just a quick tip, everyone. I'm sitting here harvesting another round of wood with the Treecapitator mod, and I noticed I started taking damage from being hungry. My food bar was indeed full before I started chopping. It seems that what's happening is it's still taking the same amount of hunger as it would had you have actually cut down the tree. So it saves you time, but it does damage your axe, as well as it also subtracts the same proportion of health or hunger from your status bar. So just a little tip if you guys are deciding to use Treecapitator. I've got the floor done on the inside now, and I'm gonna start getting into building the second floor. So what I'm gonna do is, I don't really have enough room in the build to allow for these cross sections to actually be on top or underneath the floor, but what I'm gonna do is, well, I'm gonna get rid of this for now because I'm gonna build stairs in here now once I got this floor down. I should have thought about running the logs across before I built this. I don't know, it's only the second log cabin that I've actually made. Usually I make things like castles and stuff like that. So let me just get this going. Okay, now I guess what I'm gonna do is, let me count the squares that I have. On the inside, that's the furthest point from here to here. That's 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, 19, 21, 23, 25, 27, 29, 30. Okay, so if I do 1 every 5, we'll be able to get 6 floor joists, or support beams. I don't know what you call them in a log cabin. So we're gonna go, what did I say, every 5, right? For a total division of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that would have been nice if it came right to the corner. Oh well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That one did. And this should be the last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could put one there. What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know. Now I'm thinking I probably also want to run them across. I don't know. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to just start placing these floors for the second level, and eventually I'll probably come back in here and either do something like some kind of a carpet or have a floor pattern. Maybe I'll do something like a pattern, like run some dark colors around the outside edges or something. I don't know, I never really know what I'm gonna do. I just always make it up on the top of my head. Trying to actually get out of that habit, and what I've been doing is looking a lot more at monuments as well as actual buildings, and kind of studying them from my own uneducated perspective, to kind of get the idea of shapes and floor plans and stuff like that. Okay. So I think I'm gonna build some stairs and bring those in and figure out where I'm gonna put them before I finish the floor. Considering how I'm over here, that looks like enough. Oh, I really wish I could run faster. Oh boy. It'd be nice to have these rounded and flared out at the bottom like they are in the picture. Oh well. Oh, I should have grabbed some torches. They'll be spawning around here. Alright. Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna... I didn't put the stairs in. I'll think about it later. I'm gonna just put some right here for now. Then I'll make them nicer later. Ugh. Alright. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. So, just finish this up. Alright, and yeah, see, here's the problem when you don't think about it too much. Maybe I could use slabs to do this instead. I don't know, slabs are going to require more room. I'm just going to leave that for now. chest or something there. I don't know. Maybe an entrance to the Bat Cave. Yeah. So now all I've got left is the roof. That's kind of like the basement. Alright. I should have built more stairs. So the way I'm going to start this, because I'm going to go with the same... Oh, they have the same exact pattern on there. I just realized that they have the same exact pattern. That's cool. I'm just going to start like this and put the stairs on the first level upside down. All of these peaks are going to be running in that direction. So I'm going to do it like that. And that doesn't look so hot like that. So I'm going to get rid of these ones. And just start this there. I guess I could leave that there. Okay. So I'm going to get the first iteration of these little eaves done first before I do anything else. Get on there. Oh, see, I don't like that. That's horrible. What did I do wrong? I'm gonna have to go up there and look at it. How can this really be any different? Because of the direction this one's going. I'll get rid of that and I'll use slabs on the top. And that'll work. Okay. Yeah, that'll be fine. And that's pretty much it. Let's see. We've got one more over here. If I put this one on first here. Yeah, so these are going to meet there. Okay, so we need here. That's going to have to be another block. I just realized actually at that level these are going to be in the way, so I'm not gonna actually double them up on these little ridges. I hope that doesn't look bad, because we can walk underneath here, right? Okay, and then I'll add slabs in. No, yeah, on the bottom here I'll just do 2 slabs, and then I'll do stairs across the top, and then this one's gonna be strange because that gap for some reason is a little different. Oh, that's because in the picture I think we have no. I was thinking that there was a little extrusion from there, but I was wrong. Okay. Well, let's get on the roof and I'll show you guys the method to basically getting the stairs going the right way. Now see, these ones are all upside down. So I'm just gonna, whoops, I keep messing up. Okay, and then just like that. Put it on the bottom. Put it on the bottom. And then we just go all the way up like that. And same thing over here. What's the deal with this? This is that wall. So this is going to have its own ridge line. Alright, we'll just start this here. Whoops. Follow the pattern. Okay. And now I need to go make about 3,000 stairs. I'll be back as soon as I start getting some of this done, and I'll try to come back with some tips as I think of them if I got anything extra to add. One thing that would have been nice would have been to follow the pattern on these logs that the floors have. I'll just add them in on the inside because these ceilings are going to be taller than you can use anyway. So I'll just kind of add them in. I'll be right back. Thanks for watching. Alright, gamers. Just over here working on this, and I came into this little problem earlier. The design I made for the roof originally works for the shape, but see, now I'm coming in because of these overhanging eaves on the whoops, the overhanging eaves. You see it's leaving these little ugly squares. So what I'm going to do is, instead of following the pattern with the stairs on the inside of that wall there, what I'm going to do is just fill that in with a block, and then you won't have those ugly shadowing problems. So just a little tip about that, because otherwise what's going to happen is it's going to render just like a really ugly black square, because the shadowing is going to be, the block is transparent and there's not going to be any light because they're taking up a full block. Maybe with smooth shading on or some other texture packs that might be different. Wrong block. But I don't know, the default Minecraft textures and shader pack doesn't allow that to happen and look nice. So just something I thought of that I should probably include. And that's basically what our roof is going to look like. Now, if you want the pattern to continue on the inside, you're going to use twice as many blocks as you would if you just ran the ridgeline pattern on the outside. Yeah, so these roofs are kind of expensive and really time consuming. I've actually put just as much time into this almost already as I have almost the rest of the build. I'm gonna do it like this, and then I should get a nice connection here if I stand on the top of it. There we go. Okay. Yeah. The rest of those started with the upside down, or did I? Oh man, I hope I didn't mess up this pattern. The problem is because this eave is overhanging on that roof. So yeah, they've got the upside down block first, and then these ones are overhanging. So this one's gonna have to come out. So I'm gonna jump over here, and I'm gonna stand back and just catch the edge, and then that'll allow me to bring that out. There are a lot of different bends and shapes on this roof, so maybe I can get this one to turn here. Yeah, that'll look okay. That'll look okay. And then I'll bring this one back out like that. And that won't be too awful. But the problem is that all of these other ones are going to be a little bit tricky as well. So I'm going to see what it looks like from the bottom after I run these across, because we're going this way with our pattern. It's not these edges too much that I'm concerned about, so much as the rest of the look from the outside. So let's see what this looks like here. It's just going to kind of make a little pattern like this. It's a weird little valley. So it's going to take a lot of going back and forth and knowing which direction to place the blocks in to make these corners work right. Yeah, that's just kind of the nature of it. Okay, so I'm gonna sleep and start out again in the morning, and I'll be back if I've got any more tips. Okay, welcome back, gamers. It looks like my battery's gone on my camera, so I just wanted to do this update. I didn't have time to charge the battery. I didn't realize that the battery was actually completely out. So I'm just finishing up here, doing the little final touches, and yeah, I think that overall some of it could be a little bit nicer, but I'm happy with it. So yeah, that's basically my process of building. I don't know of a better way to do this except for doing things in creative mode, so hopefully this wasn't too boring. But I know, Denock, that you really wanted to see how I get buildings done, so I hope that this was a learning experience for you, something that you can use in the future for your own games. I'm probably gonna just do the windows and everything like that, just kind of off the camera. I'm still not entirely sure if everything is completely finished, but I can always nitpick at things later. Rome wasn't built in a day, right? Let's see. Come back up here and get this going. Okay. Oh no. I'm always doing stupid stuff like that. Damn it. Okay. I'll just end that there. It's covered by that. Alright, well, I think I'm going to end this video with that, because everything else that I'm going to be doing in the game, I'm going to start working on some immersive engineering stuff, so I'm going to put out a totally different video for that, simply because it's completely unrelated to this part of the city building project. So there's my new house. Mostly I've still got to come around and touch up the roof and everything like that, but for the most part this is the finished product. So let me know what you guys think of my design, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for joining me. This is McStardust. Have a good day.